The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Why don't we just wait here for a little while, see what happens?
Do you want to die, Sidney?
For England, James? No.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Look what you did to him!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
As you can see, I have here.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Macho Movie Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Brandon, and alongside me always is Andrew.
What's going on?
And we are back again after a little hiatus. Seems like we can't ever get these out in a remotely decent amount of time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We got busy schedules and other shit going on. But we've got another good episode here, and we're bringing Versus back one more time. And, we're missing Kenny here. He's been busy with kids and ball games and all that, understandably. And we just decided, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Because
we've got a vampires one coming up here soon, I think, that we're going to do, and we're going to get him involved. And we got some other stuff. But we went ahead and just decided, let's go ahead and do this. Today, on the Macho Movie Madness podcast, it's versus Dark Angel versus The Hidden.
Yeah.
For those in the U.S., it would be I Come in Peace versus The Hidden. But it turns out it was released, and I was kind of confused at first when Andrew's like, hey, let's do I Come in Peace versus The Hidden. I'm like, okay. Well, he lets me borrow the movie, and Andrew's really bad about throwing cases away or not keeping them and just keeping movies in sleeves. So he'll just put them in a random case and let you borrow them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I saw Dark Angel box. I'm okay, it's just I Come in Peace in the Dark Angel box. Open it up, it says Dark Angel on the disc. Like,
yeah.
What the hell is this? This don't sound right. And it's been a little while since we decided we were going to do this versus. But I opened this up, I'm like, oh, no. I looked it up. I'm like, okay, no, this is the movie.
Yeah.
It's I guess every other territory was Dark Angel.
Yeah. For all your Brits out there, we're blaming you for this one.
Yeah.
But I think I like the name I Come in Peace better than Dark Angel. I don't mind either one.
I do too, because I Come in Peace seems a little bit more marketable towards the action audience, right. Whereas Dark Angel sounds like a sci-fi channel movie.
Yeah.
And, and that's kind of what this is in a way, but, same time, I'm like, I like I Come in Peace better.
Yeah. But yeah, today it's police and FBI against aliens. That's the theme of this one here.
Yeah, both of them surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I really liked both of them. We really enjoy we really enjoyed The Hidden, and we actually did. I think we talked about this before. We did that commentary.
Yeah.
And I goofed up and recorded the audio. Got blocked immediately because of the copyright, and I know how to do it now, I think. But I just, at the time, I was kicking myself. I was like, man, that was a pretty good commentary and first reaction for me, because that was the first time I'd watched it. And sit in this very room and watched it. And just, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get to talk about it today, though. It is a gem. It is a hidden gem. No pun intended.
Yeah, I think both of these movies are.
Yeah.
And the bad thing was, Kenny never could get his schedule to line up right. And we were saying, well, who's seen these movies? Because one person's seen one and not the other. And there's only like 3 or 4 people I know who's seen both.
Yeah.
To do a versus.
Yeah.
So, we've actually got my wife's picks on these because she has seen both of these movies. So she's filling in for Kenny today.
Yeah.
So, if this turns out not the way you want, blame her, not us.
Molly, you can't be needy right now. My dog is being needy during our recording, and it never fails. You all got to interrupt, don't you?
Cuteness factor.
Yeah. Yeah, look at her giving her the puppy dog eyes. Okay, go lay down. We got a show to do. Anyway, I don't even care about editing shit out. I'm not even good. I'm just
leave it all in.
I just leave it all in. Even that. Thanks a lot. She don't give a shit. Just lay down, you big old bitch. Great Pyrenees, so she's like 130 pounds. Anyway, let's get back on topic here. Oh, she's sad. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is both of these movies great. Definitely on the lower budget end. Actually, Dark Angel got. I think it came out with a lower budget, and it didn't make its money back from what I saw. Now, depending on what you see, like depending on what you look at, like Wikipedia gives you a $5 to $7 million estimated budget. I think there was another thing I saw where it was $8 million.
Yeah.
So either way, it was a little bit higher than it brought in the box office, which was estimated around 4.3 something million in the box office. So it did not make its money back.
Which they did a lot for even an $8 million budget in this movie.
They did for sure. Craig R. Baxley is the one who directed I Come in Peace or Dark Angel, and it was released September 28th, 1990. The Hidden was directed by Jack Shoulder. Is that right? Shoulder?
He did Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Okay. Yeah. The gay one.
The gay one.
This one had a $5 million budget. Box office brought in 9.7, so it was more successful. I don't know, marketing wise, I don't know if, with movies back then, if, how much they dumped into marketing and how much that cuts into profits, but they seem to make their money back.
There's trailers and TV spots on YouTube, so there was some out there.
Okay. So yeah, there was a little bit there, and it was released October 30th, 1987. So about 3 years prior to I Come in Peace. Andrew, do you want to kind of discuss the plot of either one of these, or do you want to just kind of get into our picks?
Yeah, just real briefly, the plot, in I Come in Peace, you've got an alien that comes in and it takes you a while to figure out what he's doing. I had to watch it twice before I really figured out, what he was doing to these people. But he's stolen this heroin and from the White brothers, and he's taking it, injecting it into people, getting them high, and then taking their endorphins out. So he's got this automatic high in a vial. And he's going to take back to his home planet. And of course, he runs across Detective Jack Kane, played by Dolph Lundgren, one of my favorite actors. I almost forgot his name.
Yeah.
And
I was just so excited, That's
yeah. And so the whole movie is him trying to take him down and unravel what's going on there. And that's basically Dark Angel or I Come in Peace.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, The Hidden, you have an FBI agent who turns out to be an alien who's chasing another alien who's kind of parasitic. And he can, it's kind of a body jumping type thing.
Yeah, he calls him a thrill killer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's like he's basically just a thrill killer. So he's just kind of traveling about. And he just travels about, I guess, the different planets and just wrecks havoc, wreaks havoc.
Yeah, and it's him trying to bring him down, and this thing's killed his family in the past. And so he's got a new partner and a new partner. And
partner.
So that's the plot of both of these movies. So, we want to get into our categories?
Yeah. So for categories, we've got story, setting, acting, action, and the best alien.
Yeah, the best.
That's a new category for this
best
one.
Antagonist.
Best antagonist, basically. Yeah. So I mean, to kick it off, do you wanna go first on story?
Yeah, I'll go story. To me, I went to Hidden. The Hidden to me has a little bit more heart to it.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that a little bit more in acting. He's got a personal vendetta against the alien in the movie, where, Dolph's just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I like that. I like the body jumping stuff and there's a lot of things in there I liked about the story. So.
Yeah. So for the story, I was really close for me. I'm like you. I like the body jumping because it kind of gives you this sense of where is he and who is he at this point. And of course, nobody believes, what's his name? Was Kyle McClanahan or whatever?
Gallagher.
He's Gallagher. He's, the Twin Peaks guy.
Yeah.
He, no one believes him. And, I do like that. I like that a lot. And I do agree with you that there's a lot more heart in this, especially since it's a personal vendetta. Especially that table scene where they're having dinner.
Yeah.
And he's trying to understand, or he's asking this, this little girl, or the wife. I guess he's asking the wife. It's been a little while since I've seen that one. About the little girl.
Yeah.
And how much they love her. And it was definitely very out of this world. It was before you knew he was an alien, but he was
knew
weird.
he had lost his family, and he's sitting here at this family dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I think overall sci-fi action plot, though, I think I have to edge it towards I Come in Peace.
Okay. Just
a little bit. And I really, really do appreciate, the fact that the other one, that the Hidden, has more heart to it. And I do enjoy that. I just, for some reason, I don't know. I guess maybe because it's really hard to say. I guess you just
more
like
relatable. I guess
maybe you just you see something, you like what you like. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I have to edge it just a little bit to this one. Although I will admit, it took me a minute, because at first I was thinking when I watched this, oh my God, is this going to have too much going on? Because without explaining everything right off the bat, which is okay. You have the white boys, which is, just not, they're all white, but they're these, basically this band of human traffickers that guise themselves and their trafficking business, for, like, they guise it with, the slick luxury cars and the high rise business and, the suits. And so basically they're these guys that I don't even know what their front was. Was it like,
I can't remember.
It's
not really that important.
I know it's not that important. It's not, but either way, I don't know, like you have this, and then you have Dolph Lundgren's character. Obviously he's got a girlfriend or whatever who's got a rift between them at the moment, because he apparently disappeared.
He's dating the coroner.
He's dating the coroner, and he's disappeared for a few days, and he's just lost his partner. And then you've got this alien who simultaneously is stealing all this heroin from the white boys. Yep. And then he's killing all these guys. And then you got another one who shows up. So, like, at first you're like, is there just going to be too much shit going on here? Like, is this going to get goofy?
But it all gels together.
But it all finally, it gels together somewhere in the middle. And you're like, oh, okay. And it's super simple. It's not complex.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not as weird as like Time Cop was, where at first, just for like a brief second, you're like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, and they're leaving stuff out.
Yeah. No, this one covers pretty good, and it quickly, but it covers it really good. And I don't know, for some reason, it just gelled with me better. By no means, they're neither one of these are Oscar-worthy movies, and the plots and the acting and all that. We'll get to the acting in a minute, but yeah, I don't know. I for some reason just edges out for me, for some reason. And maybe it's because of the dynamic between Dolph and Smith as opposed to Gallagher and Beck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were standoffish in different ways.
Yeah.
And Amy agrees with you on this one. So
okay.
I Come in Peace takes story. Okay.
I'm writing that down now. And the setting, I guess we can, unless you have something else to say about story.
No, they're just, I appreciated both of them. They're both fun stories.
Yeah, and like I said, there's it's not like one blows they don't blow each other out of the water, like one or the other. They're both really pretty close.
A different way of kind of telling the same thing.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. Setting, you want to take, I'll give you setting while I write this down, actually.
Okay. For setting, I also chose The Hidden. Okay. Neither one of these settings are all that great. I liked I Come in Peace because it wasn't New York and LA. It was Houston, and
right.
It looked different. And
right.
When I reviewed this, I said there's a great shot where they're downtown by the fountains just before Smith double crosses Kane, and they're shooting it from underneath, and you see all the skyscrapers and stuff. And that's a really cool scene. So I liked that, but a lot of the rest of it's kind of samey. What I liked about The Hidden was the whole green thing going on throughout the movie. Like, everything's lit by green lights.
Yeah.
The police station's green. Everywhere they go, that building they had that shootout with Brenda in. There's a continuity with everything in the setting as far as that goes. And I liked, like I said, I really liked that building. They had that shootout with her on the roof at.
I do too.
That was really cool.
LA does provide a really good setting for any kind of, especially 80s or early 90s action. I think it's you've got the bright lights, the sun, the color, and I think it fits well with the action. With the chase in the beginning, the bank robbery, even when he becomes the old guy and he goes and shoots up and kills those guys at the Ferrari dealer or whatever, and then he steals a Ferrari. All of it is at day, almost all of it. The first half's in the daytime, and I like that because it really shows off L.A. really well. Yeah, I agree. I think the Houston setting is different. Yeah, and you don't hear about anything being in Houston. Yeah. Also, it's Christmas time. Yeah. There's some Christmas too. It's kind of a Christmas movie in a way. You know?
In the beginning eats it there whenever he crashes into our planet.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's some Christmas stuff going on there. I like both. I'm going to edge it to the hidden. Yeah. I think I edge it to the hidden just because him driving through the park and hitting that dude in the wheelchair is such a funny scene. As bad as it is, it's so funny. And like I said, there's a lot of spots that you'll notice in LA during that first car chase that, the hot spots of LA. Yeah. I like that. I don't know. That's why I have to give it to them.
Yeah. When you did a 80s action movie, you had to do what I call the Terminator underpass. I think I was watching Lethal Weapon the other day. I think they even have a shot.
They probably do.
Under there too.
They probably do. I mean, it's like you see them all the time. Yeah. You see it all the time. Yeah. And they made sure and put, like in Grand Theft Auto 5, they put a lot of that stuff in Grand Theft Auto 5 because that's LA, basically.
So this was a 3-way sweep for the hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
She liked that too.
She liked it. We kind of talked that one over. She couldn't remember a whole lot about that.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
3-way sweep for the hidden.
And real quick before we move on to acting, You mentioned the green lighting and like some of the shots, cinematography and all that. Yeah. I liked that a lot in the hidden. And I also did appreciate that in this movie, and I Come in Peace. There are certain things where it seemed to transition really well into the next scene. I like those. I don't even know what you call them.
Like a dissolve.
Yeah. It's like, so like there's one scene in this movie where Talek or whatever, the bad guy alien is draining, it may be the chick and the greaser, grease monkey. And it shows the tube, he stabs her in the head and he's injecting her or whatever into the head, whatever he's doing, because he's extracting shit and he's injecting the heroin or whatever. But, it transitions into the tube in that dude's lab.
In the beaker.
Where he's drinking the coffee or whatever.
Guy.
Yeah. So basically you don't really know which one's which until it draws out, and then it's he's drinking. I like scenes like that. I can't remember what that's called. Yeah. But I like that because I'm not a film major, but I like that. And there's a few instances like that where things just seem to transition really well. I'm like, man, this is really well done for a low budget movie. Yeah. It's not perfect, but it's really well done. I liked it.
Yeah. And that's a great, now that we're tied 1-1 and you were talking about that dissolve or whatever that's called. It's a good segue to go into acting.
Yeah.
So, what did you like acting wise in this? What did you take?
So I took I Come in Peace, and it wasn't by much because there was a lot of doo-doo in which it's old. They're low budget action sci-fi movies from the late 80s, early 90s. They're not going to be like, great. Just about any action movie, you can't, dog too much on them. It's like, just like horror. But for some reason, it goes back to that dynamic between Smith and Dolph Lundgren's character.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What was his name again?
Dolph Kane.
Kane, yes, thank you. I just watched it and I'm already like, but yeah, Kane and Smith, like the dynamic there. I really like the coroner at times, but the dialogue she has, she really they want you to believe that he disappeared for like 7 or 8 days or whatever, and they never explain that. And did they? I don't think they never explained that from what I caught.
No, just that he took off.
He just took off, and then he was just like, she acted all abused. like, oh, you abuse me, you don't tell me, you don't promise me anything. Like, it was just really whiny.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you're the reason probably why he left for 8 days. That's what it kind of sounds like.
Yeah.
But then she has other scenes where you're like, okay, I can kind of see what she's saying. And like, she just wants the dude to love her and take off. And they wanted to, like, she was so quick to be like, yeah, I'll quit my job. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just go together. Let's be together. So the only thing, she had the worst haircut, like, ever. Her hair was, even though that might have been kind of the style for some women back in the day, that was the worst choice.
Yeah. And she was fairly attractive, but
Yes.
I kind of felt like, and this is going to make me sound like I got a man crush, but I kind of felt like Dolph was out of her league.
Yes. Yeah. And what what world are we living in where Dolph's out of,
Yeah.
he's not like he's the ugliest dude in the world. He's just but he looks like a big brute.
Yeah.
And he is a big brute. So just weird. I think face wise, I think they matched okay, but that hair, man, whoa.
Yeah.
That really took a dive quick. What in the world?
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, that don't work for me, brother.
Did you have anything else to add on that?
No, I liked, other than a few of the white boy stooges, I think all in all, the acting was overall better than the Hidden. I think the Hidden was just a little bit more over the top goofy. Although I will say that Gallagher, he was an alien, so he kind of had to be weird.
Yeah.
It made more sense. I don't know, like they're really close. Yeah. I think so. I think maybe just once again comes down to that dynamic between them, and not that Gallagher and Bex wasn't good, but I don't know.
It was just different.
It was different.
And me, of course, I took the Hidden. I like Gallagher, and the scene with him and Beck there, where he's at their house and he's looking in the mirror and he like touches his face because he's an alien of some kind.
Yeah,
and that scene is really well acted. And then the bad alien, the old guy, when he's in Miller, the old man's body, he does the same thing. And there's little touches like that throughout the movie that I really like.
Yeah, and
their dynamic, it's just, like I said, it's not better or worse, him and Beck. It's just different. Like, Beck does not trust him at all, and that's the point. It takes a lot for him to open up to him, and at one point he even throws him in jail. But I liked a lot of I liked a lot of the alien stuff. I thought, like, the first guy, DeVries, I thought he was very good.
He was.
And then I thought that the old man Miller, that's my favorite part of the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like whenever he's
you kind of get to see him fully let loose and not just after it, but you get to see a little bit more about what he likes. And that's where he blasts the music and he destroys the record player of the old country western song and he steals, for sure he likes
Sunshine's and Rainbows.
I like that too.
But yeah, and there's some goofy stuff in the end, like Danny Trejo. What kind of dude are you?
Yeah, hey hippie. What kind of dude are you?
But
blows him away.
But there is in both. It just comes down to what you like. And I liked them both, but I got to edge it to the Hidden just a little.
And
bit.
it could just be because I Come in Pieces is fresher in my mind too. Yeah. I don't know, but it, honestly, you can almost tie it.
Yeah,
and I'm just edging it to that. So I mean, we tied anyway. What was Amy's pick?
She chose the Hidden just because it was more serious.
And I'm okay with that because it could go either way for me. That one was one of those that was just like they were so close.
Yeah,
like I said, there's nothing to write home about in the acting, but yeah. So for action, what do we think about the action? I have to kind of go the Hidden.
Really?
I think. Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I wanted to go the Hidden just because that is one of my favorite car chases of all time.
Yeah.
When he goes through that park, and there's some great stuff. He hits that guy at like 80. And
I know.
It just, it opens up with that.
All the way up until they blast him at that blockade was amazing.
Yeah. And,
fun.
Beyond that, the stuff with Miller, and then Brenda the stripper, whenever she gets in that car, and
that was pretty good.
The practical squibs all over.
Yeah.
I liked all that, but I actually had to go I Come in Peace. There was, it just seemed like there was more action in I Come in Peace. Where their storefronts are blowing up. They're running across cars, kind of like in Highlander, and they're all just going.
Yeah.
You've got the discs that come out of the aliens. There was
Yeah, I'm bouncing off his shit and then slitting guys' throats.
Yeah.
And plus the hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
Dolph gets some hand-to-hand
There
in.
at the end, yeah.
Well, even in the beginning, I think he did.
Yeah, he's throwing a couple roundhouses. And,
Yeah, throwing it around. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that. I'll give it to that. I'll edge it to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want action, both of these movies they've got a lot of it, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I loved all those scenes in I Come in Peace, you know, like with the alien attacking the supermarket. They even had like a little brief car chase scene I thought was pretty decent too in I Come in Peace, with Smith was driving and then the white boys were in that Ferrari or whatever after him, and you're like, you know this neighborhood well? I mean, a little bit. It's like, you want me to drive? Because you've got white boys behind you. You got the white boys behind you.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
My favorite car chase in that movie is the one toward the end, whenever the bad aliens after him, and without a door on his side. And
he just gets in Terminator style. He just kind of gets in a station wagon or whatever the hell it was.
They're driving on.
Or no, it was a cop cruiser, wasn't it?
It was. They're driving on the sidewalk, and Smith tells him, "Get off the sidewalk. Get off the sidewalk." And the alien comes up beside me and goes, "Get back on the sidewalk." Get back.
He had some good moments. You wanted to dislike him so much because he was just a suit. He was just one of those yes men.
Yeah.
But he ended up having a heart, and that was pretty. Like he almost got blown away by his boss at the end, and Dolph had to come in and save him.
Dolph even told him what he would say.
Yeah. You got to break an omelet or you got to break a few eggs and make an omelet or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that actor's name's Michael Bin, and I'm surprised he didn't do bigger things.
I know,
because he was the comedic timing was there.
Yeah, when he jumped in the back seat, he's like, "All right, yeah, I changed mine. You can drive." When they shot the window out of his car, and then he jumps back there and grabs that big revolver with a scope or whatever, and he's like, "Where the hell did you get that?" He's like, "My mom gave it to me as a Christmas gift or some shit like that." That was pretty good.
So which way did you go on that one?
I'm gonna go I Come in Peace too. That was I'll agree with you. That was overall it is better, even though you have like one of the coolest car chase scenes ever in a movie that people don't talk about. I think,
and just for that, I wanted to go the hidden, but I can't.
Yeah, it's just overall better. Yeah.
And Amy went the same way with I Come in Peace.
Although it was kind of goofy at the same time, I really do like the look of Talek in this.
Yeah.
He had a kind of it was a Highlander meets Raiden kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was Christopher Lambert. He had the wide eyes, and it was although his tooling was a little bit goofy, and a product of its time and low budget, the overall look of him, he looked menacing. And these aliens both of them were, while they kind of looked a little bit goofy, they also looked cool, but they were big.
Yeah.
Like they were noticeably
7
bigger.
foot tall, yeah.
Yeah, they were noticeably bigger than everybody.
Dolph's 6'5", 6'4",
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and he was just manhandling him in the end. That was pretty cool.
That fight was great. And I love the one-liner.
Yeah.
Dolph at the end.
Yeah.
One of the best.
So
are we tied?
We're tied up, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Let's see. Okay, best alien.
Go ahead.
This is a toughie. I think that both of them have their pros and the cons. So the alien from the hidden is not near as menacing. Talek is a lot more menacing. Talek is scarier, for sure. He's more of a badass. He looks better, obviously, but he's got his own look.
Right.
But at the same time, you've got this kind of thing element where, you don't really know who it is. You're going to know eventually who it is, but I think the fact that it can go from person to person, killing its host and then taking the body, is also a pro. They're just, like you said, it's not really better or worse. It's just different.
Yeah.
So it kind of comes down to what you prefer. I prefer Talek.
Yeah.
I have to give it to I Come in Peace, and only because, this big, large slug thing is goofy, but it is cool that it can take form into anybody.
Yeah.
But you can only kill it with this alien gun.
Yeah.
And while it's in slug form.
Burn it with fire.
But, at the same time, you can't really do much damage to Talek unless it's alien guns.
Yeah, because they're shooting and he's still getting up. And So, and I love that alien gun too. How they could just ramp up.
Yeah,
How
the
much
different
charge?
levels.
Yeah.
At one point, Smith had it, and he had the one gun from the good guy, the cop alien.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, these guys are getting a level 2, and he knocks him off his ass and blows the car up. He's like, oh shit.
But this is a 3-way sweep for I Come in Peace.
Okay.
Because Amy says she does not appreciate slugs.
Oh, well.
So that was it.
I feel you.
Yeah. I just thought I love the Thing aspect of The Hidden, but I thought other than that, I thought I Come in Peace. It was handled. I mean, he's more of a threat. He's more menacing.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
That's why we went that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Overall action, the alien being like a more of your typical sci-fi action thriller movie villain. The dynamic of Dolph Lundgren and just the fact that Dolph Lundgren's in your movie.
Yeah.
I think while The Hidden is such a fun experience that everybody needs to watch for sure. I mean, they need to watch both of these movies. I think overall it's fair.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because, you have a little bit more, you have a little bit smaller of a budget, but you have more of a box office gain for whatever reason in The Hidden. Maybe the timing. I don't know what else was coming around in September of 90. I didn't look it up. But maybe it was the name. I don't know what it was. But this was the same year as Showdown in Little Tokyo for Dolph too, because that was 90, wasn't it?
It was 91.
It was 91.
It was the next
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wrong on that then. Okay, but either way, yeah, this is. I think it's fair. I think it's an overall probably better packaged movie if you're looking for sci-fi action.
Yeah.
But The Hidden is just like that hidden gem, man. It's
yeah. Of these two, I think The Hidden's a better film. But when it comes down to the categories, I mean, this is what you get.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love I Come in Peace, so yeah, I'm happy with the outcome either way.
It's all about preference, but yeah, I think just category wise, I think that's where you fall. There were some things that I could go either way on, man. Like I said, I appreciate the Houston setting over LA because it's different, but LA just edges it out because of the landmarks and the overall lighting. Acting basically a wash. It could go either way depending on your mood and whatever you're looking for that day. Yeah, overall good stuff. I highly recommend Dark Angel or I Come in Peace, however you want to say it, for all you foreigners out there.
Yeah.
And that are not in the US, I should say. And The Hidden, both of them, man, they're both, if you can get your hands on either one of them, I highly recommend them. Shout Factory's got I Come in Peace.
It's also after I let you borrow it, I realized it was on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi.
So
cool.
It's out there to watch for free.
Awesome. Yeah, go check that out. Well, The Hidden, is that just we have to find that?
Yeah. I had to find it. It's on like Amazon. It's on a lot of streaming services that you have to pay for.
Okay, just rent it if you can.
It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, if you like old movies, B movies, whatever, I would definitely check that out. Yeah. Anyway, cool. That was a little bit smoother than I expected. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very decisive and on point today.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining us once again on Macho Movie Madness. And we will see you all real soon.